Amazing. Please join us. Do you want to take your name off, please? Yeah. Just so it doesn't distract you. Brilliant. Can you please just state your name for us and the monologues that you will do?
Hi, I'm avneet, and I'll be performing a contemporary and classical piece. My contemporary piece is Dags by Deborah Oswald, and my classical piece is Ophelia from Hamlet.
Fantastic. I have a few questions for you. Can I just ask, how do you handle rejection? Ooh.
It's true. I handled it very well, because not everything will turn out good. You have the opportunity and you took it, but not all opportunities are good.
Okay, so it's a lot better.
Hi, I'm avneet. Nice to meet you. I just want to ask you, which actors do you admire the most and why?
In terms of actors, I really admire Ralph Macchio. He has that kind of acting style that just feels so natural, and it's something that I want to portray within my own acting. Another one is Madison Rayes. She's similar age range to me. She just performs so well, and you cannot tell that it was her actual first role on screen or film. So I really admire her in that way.
Hello, avneet. Who's prompted you to be an actor?
A lot of people have prompted me to be an actor over the years, but I have to say my teachers in my course, my primary school, and they've had a huge influence on me. They've persuaded me to do things and step out my comfort zone. Usually I wouldn't step out my comfort zone, but they persuaded me enough to do so.
What monologues, why did you choose these particular monologues?
I chose Dads because it's very teen related, and I feel like I can portray what every teenager has gone through. And I chose Ophelia because I feel like I can portray her emotion very well.
What does Ophelia want?
Ophelia wants to tell her father about how Hamlet has reacted, or what Hamlet has come into and done, because to her it was very unlawful, very shocking, and she felt like she needed to tell someone.
And by telling her father this story, what happened to her, what is she expecting of him?
She's expecting him to be understanding and very helpful, but I don't think it will turn out that way.
Great. And in terms of your contemporary monologue, who are you talking to?
I'm talking to a friend in my bedroom about a boy named Adam. A boy named Adam, and he's my crush. So we are just chilling and talking about him.
Okay, and what do you expect by telling her this, confessing this?
I expect my friend to help me confess to Adam.
Ooh, okay, good, brilliant. So whenever you're ready, take your time. Which one are you going to start with?
I'm going to start with Ophelia.
Great, take your time.
Father, Lord Hamlet, pale as his shirt, his knees knocking each other, with a look so piteous in purport, as if he had been loosened out of hell. To speak of horrors, he comes before me. He took me by the wrist and held me hard. I felt such perusal of his face, and as he would draw it, long stayed he so. He raised its size so piteous and profound, as it did seem to shatter all his bulk, and end his being. That done, he lets me go, and with his head turned, he seems to find his way out without his eyes. For out a door he went without their helps, and bended their light on me.
Thank you very much. Let's go to your contemporary one.
All right, I'm going to admit something I never thought I'd admit to anyone. I've got a crush on Adam. Head over heels, uncontrollable love, uncontrolled passion, etc., etc. Now I know this sounds like I'm throwing everything I said away so far, but I know every girl at school likes Adam, except Monica. I know he'll never go for a dad like me. It's hopeless. I know that, but I can't help it. Just thinking he might look at me, my heart starts pounding, and then I start to worry, thinking he can hear my heart pounding, and then I have to act really cool. This crush. It's like a disease. Do you know? It's almost embarrassing to admit. Adam misses the bus sometimes, and do you know what I do? I get off at the next stop and I walk back to school, just so I could be on the same bus stop as him, hoping he'll turn up. I'm crazy. I can't lie here forever, just thinking about us. Right, these movies in my head. Like, there's this one where the bus stops in a rural area with literally nothing, and it's just me and him. And he discovers I'm this really fascinating girl all along, but I say, I can't bear to be just another notch on his belt. So Adam has to beg, grovel, basically. That's the overdramatic version.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, before we go to the self-tape, shall we give some feedback on these ones? I think, Avneet, you know the theory so well. Like, you study very hard. I think we need to go an extra mile into embodying the character. You had a lot of time to study it, and I know you have other things happening like the orange tree and things like that, but I think you could have just embodied it a little bit more and be freer on stage. With Shakespeare, I thought you did a brilliant job because we struggled a lot with this monologue and you were brave enough to choose it. So I think well done for doing it. And as you went through it, you got more confident, which was brilliant. And you connect much more with the contemporary one. So why not take this in your favor and really go for it? And don't be shy about the choices, you know, that you make. I think that is my feedback to you.
Okay, so I think between the two, contemporary, you came out more. Your body was moving more. You looked at the paper less. Okay, so you naturally knew what was coming up next. I felt it was more relatable to you, so you was able to express yourself a little bit better. You've done really well, I think, as Ophelia. I mean, it's hard. It's always hard for Shakespeare, but I do feel the contemporary version is better. You focus on it more, get more into character, own the floor a bit more.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. I think you look more comfortable in the contemporary piece, and you just look happier. I like the way you were kind of speaking some of the words, and you were kind of like using kind of different tones in your voice, like
twiddling the hair,
and the hair, and that kind of it was quite cute and quite. I feel your character come alive in those moments. So yeah,
Just embrace it more.
Embrace it more. Yeah.
Really similar for me actually. Ophelia, you know, well done, a tricky piece, but I do feel you referred back to your paper more. I thought it was a little bit, I suppose, distracting for us, and it made you appear less confident and less comfortable. And then I do think you came alive just that little bit more. You were definitely more comfortable, just in your facial expressions, your eye movements, you know, all of the small things. I don't even know if you were aware of those little bits that you were doing, but we were definitely aware of. You referred back less to your paper. It would be really nice to see you without the paper at all.
Yeah,
I think I think, you know, if, as Veronica said, if you take that contemporary one and just really grow that and really own that, then I think, you know, try it without the paper.
I agree.
Because you're kind of almost there, I think, with that. So yeah, but it was really lovely, really good.
Because it's not about getting the words perfect in this case. It's how do you portray the character.
And you can have some mistakes, you can miss words out, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
change
Improvise
them,
as well.
You're
Yeah.
still getting the story and the character across. It doesn't matter if that sentence isn't exactly the same.
I think it's distracting for you and for us as well, having that paper. So put it away next time. And be confident in yourself and just go for it.
You can always improvise.
Yeah.
I was going to say definitely.
I think last week what we missed was there was a big blob of writing that wasn't put into sections and it was overwhelming. So again, we said to Anthony, break it down, tell a story. So for your Shakespeare piece, I thought that was the best that you have done it. I could tell that you were happy with that because last week to this week comparison was just so much better. I again definitely prefer the crush. That's the giddiness, Avneet. That's the la 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 Avneet that we had to see, and I think that was the one that if you had to choose, then I would have gone for that one alone. But this is a hard unit. It's 3 monologues, which is a lot for you to all remember. But I think for what you had, the time you had, I think you've done very well.
Cool. Avneet, do you want to? Oh, where you go? Do you want to talk about this? Your on-screen
So
monologue.
my on-screen monologue is Robin from Strange Things monologue when she's with Nancy and they're trying to get into the psychiatric hospital to talk to someone, and this is the monologue because they got rejected. I chose this monologue because I relate to Robin a lot as a character.
Speak louder.
Hi, I'm Abby Sanji. I am 18 years old and I am with West Thames College and I'll be playing the part of Robin from Strange Things. Don't apologise, Ruth. We did put in a request a month ago and we were denied, and then we put in another one and we were denied again. I feel like I can't breathe in this thing. My boobs hurt and I'm breaking out into a rash. Can I tell you something, Anthony? Can I call you Anthony? These aren't my clothes. I borrowed them because I wanted you to take us seriously. Nobody takes us seriously in this industry. I wanted to be you. I wanted to be you. So forgive me now if I'll try anything in my power to just spend 10 minutes with Todd. Because his mind, it's so fascinating. So 10 minutes with Todd, that's all we ask.
Okay, already it's a Todd.
Todd.
Already a lot
We love
better.
Todd.
It's the flow, isn't it? She memorized it.
Yeah, so without the paper, it was
Without
less
anything, wasn't it?
distracted. You went for it.
And it was a different version of you as well. So we've had the seriousness
Yeah.
of Shakespeare, we've had the giddiness of the crush, and now all of a sudden we've got the angry. You know, you can play all of these. But what did you prefer?
I preferred my on-screen monologue.
And that's why you did it with
Is that because it's on screen or because you played a more of an angry scene?
I played the reason why I really connected with the on-screen monologue is mainly because there was only me and 2 other people in the space recording.
So it was